I just set up a target and a camera at what is about 50 yards on my range. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a simulated 3D round. I'm going to shoot 20 arrows. I'm going to do 7 stations, 3 arrows a piece until the last one where I'm going to do 2. So I'm going to try some in more open areas, try to get some in the woods and have that distance vary from 0 to 50 yards. Got the first one set up down there, so let's send 3 arrows at that and see what we do. Okay, this will be target number 1. It's 50 yards. I got the GoPro on the target down there. I send 3 shots. My idea with doing this is, 1, I don't have to move it so often, but also I can practice aiming off other arrows that way. So it's getting later in the afternoon, which means we're gonna have some good shadows, which is good practice. Let's make sure we got a good distance here. 50 on the dot. I'm gonna go for 10s on all my every time that I lead off this season, and then try to aim off and be more aggressive on my follow-up shots. That's gonna be the strategy I kind of practiced today. Let's get this set for 50, and let's get our first 3 shots out of the way. I think that might be a little bit low. I might actually have squeaked a low 12 on that one, but I can't really tell. I'm gonna aim right in that same spot on the second arrow, and then the third I'm gonna try for an upper. Just see what that does. So, let's see. Might be high right 10. Could be, if it's anything, it's 8 to the right. I think I got a 10. Yeah, I think I'm on the line for the 10. Last one at 50. I'm gonna go for the upper. I'm actually gonna add a yard and aim at that bottom one. Ooh, I think I missed that wide. So let's go take a look. Okay, got a 12, 10, and 8, so we're even through the first 3 shots. Let's go down here and kind of pick a random distance, and we'll set up the next 3. We got the next one set up. We're gonna try to do some longer ones in these more open areas, just because once we head into the woods, it's gonna be pretty dark. So next 3 shots are gonna be at 39.2. So same thing, I'm gonna go for a 10 on my first arrow and then try to get 12s after that. I just realized I didn't look at it, so I don't actually know where the 10 ring is, and I can't see it because of the black. I can't actually see the core lines with all the shadows right now on that black target, so just wanted to make sure. I think that's too far forward, gonna be an 8. Forward and just a little low. Oh, well, if you put it on 38, it doesn't go 39, for sure. It's a bad mistake. That's right there with it. can't tell if that's on the core line or if it's on the 10 line, but we need to be higher than that. Got to get it 12, especially if we have 2 8s down there. I think that's going to be a center 10. Forgot the GoPro. Okay, got that one set up. We're working with 42.8. And I left that cord over, so we're going to use that. That's the top of the 10. So left and right, we're pretty happy with where the bottom of that cord is, but we're going to try to be below it. A little bit to the left. I think we kept the 10. We need to be just to the right of it for the 12. Lower 12, I should say. I don't know if we snagged the line, but that's too far to the right around the 10. Could be an 8. I really want to be right between the two on this shot. I think that might actually be higher and further to the... I don't know that I got a 12. I got a 10 on that one. That might be a high 8. Let's go take a look. Okay, on that one we got 2 solid 10s and a low 8. Okay, this shot might be pretty cool. I'll show you the view from where I'm standing, but I'm kind of shooting from, you know, the open into a tunnel. Makes it really hard to see from here. And I'll give you a distance in just a second. My last target, by the way, was 35.1 when I was up on the platform there, just so that you're aware. Okay, I'm picking a weed at the bottom of the target. That's gonna be my left and right. And then up and down, there's a seam that's got a shadow on it. And I'm gonna try to be use those two as like a cross reference from where to aim. I'm using a 4-power lens and no verifier. The A+ verifier makes it to where I can't see my pin, but I can see the target real clear, and this is just kind of the best I got with my eyes, which are probably the limitation. But I should get a distance first. Holy crap. 35.2. If anything, I'll miss high. I think that game plan just worked perfectly. I should be a 10. I might even be... I think I'm too far to the left to be a 12, but that same shot to the left is going to be great. So let's see if we can't get a 12 lower on this one. Oh, I was definitely more right, but I think I was too low. It's going to be an 8. The sun came right out. You might be able to see it on video. I probably should have let down because my bubble was glowing. It's kind of going behind the tree right now. Let's give it a second. See if it'll disappear. I don't have an umbrella, and most people in my little leagues do not use an umbrella either. Oh, that's so bright. Let's take a step back. Maybe it'll be a little bit better. The first shot was good, and then the 2 follow-ups, not very good. I maybe saved a 10 on the third one, but it's probably 2 8s and a 10. Okay, this is my first really in the woods shot. It's decent poke. I think it's the shortest one we've shot so far, 31.3. We only have 2 shots after these 3 to finish out our 20. So far, only 1.5, which I hope doesn't jinx it, but we're not shooting terrible. So there's 3 branches sticking up, and the one in the middle is actually up and down my it's basically at the low 12, so I'm gonna try to be just above it, get a center 10 on my first shot, and then maybe get a little more aggressive for some 12s because I need to make up some ground. But at 31, we need to get some points here. I don't know if you can see that. Hope that's not too low. That was right on the weed. I might have got a low 12, but I'm a little low, so put it at the same spot, add a half a yard, aim right on that arrow. Should put me in the 10 at very minimum, probably squeak a high 10 out of it. It's right there with it. I might have got 2 12s. Let's see if I can stuff a third one right in there. That would help with some of these 28s. I think I got 3 10s, maybe a couple 12s in there. Let's go. For this one, I'm gonna have you facing my back just because I'm shooting through this tunnel and there's no sight on this path. These are my last 2 shots. Get a distance on this. It's kind of close, probably the closest shot. No. 27.3. It's sitting in the light and I'm in the shade and I can't really make anything out on it. So let's find something to aim on. To the right. 27.3. How much we can do. Should be my center 10. Actually, I just want to aim just below that to get the low 12, just above it to get the high. We're going to call upper on this one. Just see what we can do. Upper. Unfortunately, I think that's gonna just be a 10. Ah, wait, I shot 3 times. Only those first 2 shots count, I forgot. This last one was 2. I think I ended with 2 10s. We only had 2 12s, but only had 1 5, so not bad, not great, but I'll be doing this as practice more throughout the season in between matches. Just try to, get my best score. I think the best I've ever done is a 189, so I'd like to break into that 190s on a 3D ASA style event with no 14s, but let's go take a look, and that'll probably be it. All right, that's a pair of center 10s to end the day. I threw this shot pretty bad, but thankfully I shot that third, as you'll see in the clip. I don't know why I shot that one. I completely forgot that I was only shooting 2 to get to my 20, so I did 6 ends of 3 and then a 7th end with 2 to finish off. This one thankfully was not part of my score, but good practice round. I'll tally it up when we get up to the barn and let you know the final score. All in all, not too bad, but definitely some work to be done.